Okay, some IOA notes. Accuracy. Reliability. And let's just write IOA. Accuracy is, am I right? So measured value compared to the true accepted value. So the true value and the measured value. Reliability is, am I consistent? So it doesn't have to be right. Doesn't have to be right. Like there can be cases where the reliability is strong, but it's not the correct data. So repeated measures produce similar results. Similar results. And then we'll just do this. And then for IOA is, do we agree? Agree. So basically two independent people. Independent, or let's call them observers. Record the same events. Similarly. So that's kind of messy, but some IOA notes. Accuracy. So the true value compared to the measured value. Reliability. Am I consistent? Its repeated measures produce similar results. And then IOA is, do we agree? Because it's two independent observers recording the same events. Similarly is the goal. High IOA increases confidence. Or I guess credibility. But it does not prove accuracy. I think that's the biggest thing. So does not prove accuracy. Confidence, credibility. But it does not. Okay. Let's see, for I think building off of this, you also have reactivity, expectancy, observer drift, and complexity. Reactivity is basically behavior that's changing because the behavior is or knows that they're being observed. So behavior knows they're being observed. So they might not engage in something because of this, or they might engage in something because of this. Expectancy is like expectations or beliefs influence what they end up recording. Influence, try what is recorded. So this is just like if you think they're gonna hit, you might record that they hit. Observer drift is an interpretation of the definition changes over time. So they just think it's about maybe stopping self-interest behavior, and so they're not paying attention to the definition, and they might not follow a protocol correctly because they're only focusing on maybe one thing. That could be an example of observer drift. Complexity is there's too much to observe. So there's too many behaviors, people, tasks, which makes accurate observation harder. So behaviors, people, tasks, and it might not make the it might not make the observation accurate either, because that's a lot of variables going into the intervention. So just some quick discrimination. Observed. Let's do this. Observed behavior changes equals expected bias equals definition changes drift equals and too much happening. Okay. So this one is reactivity. This one's expectancy. This one's drift. This one's complexity. Okay.